That's more like it. The Denver Nuggets with some home cooking. Blowouts. The Houston Rockets, it's their biggest blowout victory at home all season. 129-93 as the Nuggets get back in the win column. Much needed. It's victory number 40 on the season. And they got a little of something out of a lot of different players tonight. Welcome to the Colorado Social. Nuggets fans here at Ball Arena, toasting that victory alongside Chris Dempsey. I'm Vic Lombardi. We'll hear from the coaches and players momentarily, but let's start with a couple players here after that OKC game. You know, Cam Johnson has been in one for a couple weeks now. We know that. Christian Braun didn't like the way he played in that OKC game. I think it's fitting that both of those players came back and played really well tonight.
Yeah, single-digit points for both of them in OKC.
Yeah.
And you know what their games consist of. And it really does start on the defensive end with both of them and then getting into the open court, especially for Christian Braun finishing at the rim. And then Cam Johnson, he can kind of fade out to the three-point line, knock in three-point shots. Today, Christian Braun did exactly that as well. So, look, when those two guys play well, you know Jamal and Joker are playing well. So now the scores start to get, the point totals start to get really high. 129 points is a lot of points.
Yeah.
The November Nuggets were scoring 126 per game. This is what they looked like back then. I would expect that they could just continue to improve from here on out. Peyton Watson still has yet to come back.
Hey, you win by 36. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you play. Take a look at this player profile brought to you by Texas Day Brazil. CB had 19. He also hit 3 threes. Cam Johnson had 17 as well, 3 threes. But it's the way they moved. You could just sense it. Renewed confidence.
Yeah, so what was required in this game against the Houston Rockets was really attention to detail on defense, physicality, clearing the board, and then getting out and running, because what you didn't want to do was play against a set Houston Rockets defense the majority of the time. And these two guys, you see Christian Braun here, really just making all the shots everywhere. He just played great all night long, including that near half-court three-point shot near what was the end of the first half there. So when he's playing like this, and he's getting back to his normal self. You know, Christian Braun at the beginning of the season was doing a lot of this. Injuries, comes back a little too soon, injured again. It takes a little while to get back into the flow. We recognize him. I mean, that's the guy we recognize. And just in the nick of time, because look, this was a team that was in third place. This was no slouch, the Houston Rockets. So you had to put him away, and he had a big hand in doing that.
Obviously, Houston a little fatigued. They played last night. But Kevin Durant, let me tell you the job the Nuggets did on Kevin Durant tonight, holding him to 11 points. In his career, he has averaged over 28 points a game against this Nuggets team. He has killed the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Tonight, the fewest total ever in his career against Denver.
And Vic, I think even more impressive to me was that he took 8 shots in this game.
Yeah, they smothered him.
And so, like, when you have a player like that only taking 8 shots, well, that says great things about how you were guarding him. And what they really did with Kevin Durant was on every single ball screen, they blitzed the ball out of his hands. And then when he was ISO'd, they really did bring a second defender a lot of those times as well. They really just didn't want him getting straight to the paint, straight to that mid-range shot, which he did, I think, a couple of times in the first quarter, and really didn't in any real way after that in this game.
Take a closer look at that Nuggets defense, because they got all kinds of defense early and often in this game. Brought to you by Red Canary. You hold a team to under 100 in this league, you're playing defensively. But I think it's the way the Nuggets defended. They had a plan. They had a plan for Durant, and they abided by that plan.
Well, and it helped that nobody else was making jump shots. So, you know, this was very similar to what they did to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in OKC. Now, he still scored, and then when he got the ball out of his hands, players made shots around him. Now, the thing about Houston is there's a lack of shooting, let's say, around Kevin Durant. Yeah, just
they shot from 3, Chris Dempsey.
What were they shooting?
4 for 33.
4 for 33.
From
there you
3.
go. So when you attack the star player and he gets the ball out of his hands, it's going to a person who is not going to make the shot. And so jump shooting for the Rockets obviously was very terrible for them tonight. And look, they did play last night at home in Houston against the Toronto Raptors, but that was really, really bad. And so it really makes it easy to take a star out of the game because nobody else is going to hurt you.
All right, plenty more in store here on Nuggets Postgame Live. We'll hear from Coach Adelman when we come back. A clutch win for the Nuggets. Clutch because they got the tiebreaker over Houston. And you know these teams are going to be tight down the stretch. Stick around, sports fans. We're back with more Nuggets Postgame after this. Ball Arena, where Nikola Jokic secured yet another triple-double, his 25th of the season. And just to show you how dominant he is in that stat, next closest in the NBA is Jalen Johnson with 11.
Yeah, he just did it again. Did it in 30 minutes as well, which is actually it's fabulous. He didn't really have to play in the fourth quarter at all. So to get a triple-double in 3 quarters is basically what you got here from Nikola Jokic. And look, he didn't have to expend a ton of energy either. He had so much help in this game that it wasn't. This game wasn't heavy on his shoulders to lift a team to victory.
You didn't have to play the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that at all.
You don't have to play the fourth. It always helps you the next night on the second game of a back-to-back. Jamal Murray quietly with 30 points. I say quietly because you look at the box score, he scored more than anybody out there, and he just has a knack of doing that.
Yeah, so I think with Jamal, I think where we are with Jamal now is he's got to be on an all-NBA team. I mean, I think that's just what it has to be. You know, 30 points, he just nonchalantly goes out there, knocks down jumpers in everybody's face, plays a little bit into the fourth quarter, and then exits with 30 points on the night. And he's just been doing this all year long. You know, the Houston Rockets, I don't know what the plan. I don't know what the plan they will have for him might be the next time they play. But this was not working today because you're going to single him up. He's going to drive you down, get to the rim. He's going to drive you down, step back jumper, or he's going to come off some sort of screen and knock out in a 3. He was on all night long.
You know what's crazy? The Denver Nuggets blow out an opponent tonight, and they don't even get a point from Aaron Gordon. They didn't need anything.
Yeah.
And now let me ask you a tough question. AG played 22 minutes tonight. But they got a big game tomorrow night.
Yep.
I don't even want to bring it up, but do you even entertain the prospect of him playing in San Antonio given his injury history?
Vic, I think you can. 22 minutes is not a lot. And I don't know that he played in the fourth quarter. I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
So if you're going, like, am I betting on it? No. But can there be a conversation about that now, given the lack of minutes that he played today? Yeah, there can. And maybe even if it's like, well, how about we just play him another 20 minutes tomorrow night? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can put the puzzle pieces together in any number of ways.
That's a good point.
Yep.
Unless something happened, then I'd blame you. All right, when we come back, we'll hear from Coach Adelman. This crowd's